Ever had a scratchy, burning feeling at the back of your throat? I know I have. I remember how it is absolutely unbearable to swallow food or even talk. Well, this awful feeling is what a sore throat is. And as a remedy for the pain, doctors suggest you gargle with warm salt water. Now, while this may not cure your sore throat, within minutes, you feel way better. But have you ever wondered why this simple yet magical potion kicks the pain goodbye? Time to visit the place of pain and see why warm saline water acts the way it does. Let's start by understanding what's actually happening in your throat. Usually, a sore throat has one out of two culprits, a viral or bacterial infection. These pathogens attack the cells in the throat, and this triggers our immune system. The immune cells immediately rush to the scene. As a result, there's inflammation, which is nothing but all the swelling, redness, and eventually pain at the site of infection. And this is usually what doctors are looking for when they flash a torch inside your mouth. Now, when we gargle with warm saline water, we're actually splashing the warm saline water in every possible way in our throat. By doing this, we initiate a biological process called osmosis. But before we can understand osmosis, we need to look at our cells. The cells in our bodies are protected by the cell membrane. This special membrane is semi-permeable, which means it is like a chain link fence, only letting certain things of a certain shape and size pass through it, like water and very tiny molecules, but impermeable to particles which don't have the proper size or shape. This is where osmosis comes into the picture. To understand, let's use two different solutions. One solution with lots of salt in the water and the other with barely any salt. So, the first solution has higher salt or solute concentration compared to the other one which has a lower concentration of salt. Now, when these solutions are separated by a semi-permeable membrane, the water molecules move from where the salt or solute concentration is low to where the concentration of salt is high. This process is called osmosis. Now, you must be wondering, what makes the water move from one solution to another? Well, it's very simple. Osmosis occurs to balance the concentration levels on both sides. Very simply, it's just nature seeking balance. Coming back to our sore throat scenario, the warm saline water is saltier or has a higher concentration of salt compared to the fluid in the inflamed cells. So, when the warm saline water comes into contact with the cells of the throat and tonsils, it forces the fluid in inflamed cells to ooze out. This can also flush out some of the infection-causing virus or bacteria. Gradually, inflammation reduces and relieves us of our pain. Quite a handy process, right? Well, this isn't the only time osmosis plays a major role. In fact, many processes like digestion in our body or plants absorbing nutrients from the soil totally depend on osmosis. So, go check out the BYJU'S app to learn a lot about how osmosis works. And if you know of other such methods of transportation within living things, drop your comment below.